Hello and welcome back to the channel. At the E-murging Artist podcast, I share anything that has to do with the creative journey, including mindset, including challenges, practical tips and tricks, and really riffing off of how I go day to day, like being an artist and just navigating this world, especially at this moment in time. I want to share my appreciation by acknowledging all of you who've been listening and watching and just sending me wonderful messages of encouragement and support. And please know that I am thinking of you and I'm here for you if you want to reach out and share your challenges, your personal milestones, and just in general how your journey is going. I'm super interested in hearing more from you. It really helps me spread the word and tell more people about the journey that I'm on if you share the episodes and if you like them and rate them on Spotify. It just means that more people like you will come across this content and may find something helpful that will springboard their creative journey or like offer support or encouragement. So thank you so much for doing so. And let's get into today's episode. I am completely overwhelmed and exhausted, as I assume many of you are out there. So today's episode, I just wanted it to be a kind of reaction to what's happening right now in general, but giving it a nice, hopeful and positive note, because honestly, I cannot deal with the amount of negativity and stress and just the sheer volume of bad omens out there. Of course, I'm referring to the news at this point and how dark it looks, how the hate speech is back, and how just the overall narrative is so troubling and it's so alarming and it's just so draining. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge how many people are struggling with this right now, and I want you to know that you're not alone and that I see you, I hear you, and that all your feelings are valid. So please take a moment to take care of yourself and take care of the people around you. As I said, this episode, I wanted it to be kind of like a hopeful message and a message of encouragement and empowerment. So I will talk about my personal coping mechanism when it comes to situations like that and how to navigate them, how I navigate them. And maybe that offers you some consolation, or it offers you a different perspective on things and on the power you hold in your hands. When times are difficult and uncertain and seem really hostile, I have one single method of dealing with it, and that is to turn back my focus into my purpose as a creative human being and just really connect with it, really reconnect with how it makes me feel, why I do it, what is it that I'm trying to do, and what I can offer to the community and the society overall. I think art is such a beautiful way of speaking up about the social issues and like about anything that's wrong with the world today. It's something that can't be captured in words, and it's such a beautiful way of using nonverbal ways of communicating to evoke emotions, but also enhance the messaging. This is why creating is so important to me. It's a way of life as an artist, and it's a way of expressing myself. It's about strengthening the community and adding value and enhancing all the efforts, because I do believe that we're stronger together, and this is why creation, art, and community, my 3 C's, are really the paramount of anything that I do. They're the foundation and they're the reason and the underpinning elements of everything that I do. And I think you should be doing that too. Here's why. I want to share a little idea about why community is so important right now. It always has been, it always will be, but especially now that everything feels so isolated and people are lonely, and so it's even harder to cope with things when times are difficult if you're alone. So why we should share the load, we should share our emotions, we should share what's going on with us, and really find strength through the community. So literally, the way that I incorporate community into my creative work is through very practical things like workshops, like performances, like gatherings and talks that we invite the community to be part of, and that we kind of engage with them in every possible way. But also, in something greater than that, is to think of yourself being part of the community, and like just everyone being in the same little village, as I like to think, in the same family. So I really encourage you to think about what community you're part of, or what community you would like to be part of. I really encourage you to think about your creative purpose or your personal mission, your values in life. And as you have kind of thought about them, maybe written them down, I want you to go out and discuss and find people who have similar values and you feel like you're really aligned with. Find communities that align with your purpose and mission, and be an active part of these communities. Don't sit at home and, scroll through things and just allow yourself to be super overwhelmed and super kind of exhausted and drained by everything that's happening right now. Because you and us together have the power to make a small change in our community. But with this small change, we create a ripple effect. And that's the beauty and just the wonderful thing of people making an actual meaningful change. I really believe that if we look after each other, if we look after our families, if we look after our communities, then this ripple effect will be amplified. And you get so much back, but that's not even the point. The point that is that within all this noise and within all this bad, terrible news, terrible things happening around the world, you need to shift the focus and put your energy where you can really, really make a difference. That's my personal coping mechanism. That's what I do when things are crazy around me. I turn inwards to turn outwards again, but through channeling all this want and willingness to change. And with the beautiful gift of creativity that we have, we can make such powerful impressions and we can make such powerful change that can really be transformative for people's lives. So I wanted to share this with you because it's not all bad, it's not all terrible. I know the balance is really off, but you have the power and the knowledge and the skills to change that. And that's really important. And I think that's something you should be reminding yourself, as I'm trying to remind myself every day. I hope you connected with today's episode and today's topic. And as I said before, if you are struggling, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't feel like you're not able to take action at the moment, that is totally valid, that is totally understandable, and I'm here for you too. But if you feel like you want to explore kind of this concept and this method of coping, I want to encourage you to put down in the comments below what your creative purpose is and how you're dealing with all that stuff. I'm really grateful for your presence and for your time, and I will see you in the next episode.